The following video contains some major video game spoilers as we take a look at my top 10 Easter eggs of 2020. At number 10 we are heading back to 2018 and to Insomniac game's Spiderman, where at the edges of the map and within the water you could find NPCs sailing boats. Yet they weren't rendered like every other citizen of New York and ended up looking like this. Yeah, low detail models of people which are kinda creepy. Anyway, when Spider-Man Miles Morales released this year, we kind of expected to see them again, but sadly, they are now unreachable. However, in a remastered version of Spider-Man for the PS5, they are now back, and now sporting a secret message. There have been some pretty cool movie references found in video games this year, but my favourites all feature in Cyberpunk 2077, where you can find multiple nods to one of my favourite films, Blade Runner.
All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
Probably one of the most emotional storylines found in a video game this year was surprisingly tucked away in Paper Mario, the Origami King, as when Bobby joins your party you quickly warm up to him and he ends up being one of the best characters found in the game. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, he sacrifices his life in order to save Olivia, who ends up being trapped under a large boulder. And it is just after this moment that if you happen to travel back to the dress-up photo studio at the Shogun Studios and take some photos, that this Bobby Easter egg will appear. It is now unbelievably over 2 years since Just Cause 4 arrived, and it wouldn't be until July of this year when one of the game's remaining Easter eggs would be discovered by YouTuber Rico Star. As once you have downloaded the Lost Dominios DLC and ventured to the northeast of the map to this chain of islands, it is here where you should dive to a considerable depth and where you will be able to find this secret message. All across London in Watch Dogs Legion there are many masks to collect, though there is one that is much harder than all the rest. You see, if you visit the Robertson Scott building in the City of London area, you can hack a CTOS terminal and explore an underground nightclub, which is home to many mannequins and DJ equipment set up on a stage where the mask is indeed resting. Though there would seem that there is no easy way to access this location. However, on the wall you can find a poster sporting an image of Default and a character from Watch Dogs whom is presumed to be dead. And if you happen to scan the QR code here, it will read, "Find my private party at 2 AM. And if you head to this exact location in the River Thames and indeed at 2 AM, then you can enter the underground nightclub and reward yourself with Default's mask. Our next Easter egg comes to us from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and a massive shout out and thank you goes out to Luke from the awesome YouTube channel TheRoyalGorilla for providing this upcoming footage.
A reference to Winnie the Pooh can be found at this location on the map. Here you'll encounter a young boy, representing Christopher Robin, who will ask you to retrieve honey for his friend.
But I need honey. Just a little. It's for my friend. It's all she likes to eat. My friend loves honey. She has a very sweet tooth.
His friend just so happens to be a bear named Winifred.
There you are, Winifred. I got you honey. Winifred, my bestest of bears. Any day spent with you is my favourite day. So today is my new favourite day. This kind stranger got you some honey. What do we say? Thank you.
There's actually a little bit of further depth to this Easter egg that most people miss. If you continue following the pair after the quest is completed, the boy and the bear will meet up with two more animal friends.
Here you all are. All my friends together. Isn't everything just perfect?
This next Easter egg is still a bit of an unsolved mystery into how exactly it works. I'm not even sure if it still exists, but it was back in July when AJ the Caveman over on Reddit discovered a secret room in Warface Breakout on the map of Storage, and involved this door to the northwest of the map that on the odd occasion would start to beep, and at other times would be surrounded by a cage and wouldn't be accessible at all. However, on very rare occasions, and luckily for me and for reasons that are still unknown, the cage exploded and revealed 3 levers, which if activated in the correct order, would reveal this cool Easter egg. One of the more stranger Easter eggs to be uncovered this year was found in Remedy Entertainment's third-person adventure, Control, where throughout the game's DLC The Foundation, you can find 8 hidden lucky cats. Though while some are fairly easy to come by, others required some real thinking and puzzle solving in order to reveal them. Oddly though, once you had found them, they would all suddenly vanish and mysteriously gather outside a large door within the firebreak in the collapsed apartment, which would open after gathering all 8 of them up, and where you could collect this reward. Earlier on in the year, indie developer Nathan Brow released Sirenhead Retribution, a first-person sci-fi horror set in a dark forest, and where you're supposed to be carrying out some routine maintenance, but end up running for your life away from a malevolent creature known as the Sirenhead. Now the game has multiple endings, but if you happen to locate a gnome that is resting in a tree and placed in the backseat of your escape vehicle for whatever reason, then it is once you have finished fixing up the car by putting on the spare wheel, fitting the battery and adding some fuel that you will receive this crazy ending. Call of Duty series has definitely had some of the wackiest Easter eggs in video games this year. But I think personally my favourite was found in Cold War's D Machina, as by turning on the power, activating the terminals, fixing the pack-a-punch machine and shooting the 5 mysterious glowing orbs that appear all around the particle accelerator, you could activate this crazy Easter egg, and that just so happens to reference Ghana's famous dancing pallbearers. Well, thank you so much to each and every one of you who have tuned in this year. I hope in some small way the content has helped you take your mind off things, what has been a very difficult year, and I hope you have a chance to see some of your loved ones this coming holidays. Happy holidays, my friends, and I wish you all the very best for 2021.